It stood at the end of the lane, dark, forbidden. The house on Whispering Pines Lane. Locals whispered tales, stories of shadows moving inside. No one dared to go near, not anymore. For years it stood empty, deserted, windows boarded shut, paint peeling like old scabs. Some said it was cursed, others haunted. Everyone agreed. The house held secrets, dark, terrible secrets. The wind howled through the trees like a mournful cry, a warning. Stay away, but some warnings are too tempting to resist.
Creepy, right?
Just an old house. Let's see what's inside.
The front door creaked open. A groan echoed through the house, like it was in pain. Sarah felt a chill crawl down her spine. Mark, however, just grinned. He loved a good challenge. The air inside was heavy, thick with dust and the smell of decay. The only light came from their flashlights. They cut through the darkness, revealing glimpses of furniture draped in white sheets, like ghosts.
Did you hear that?
She whispered, grabbing Mark's arm.
Quiet.
He hissed. He moved toward the sound, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. There was nothing there, except for a dusty old doll lying on the floor. Its eyes seemed to follow them. As they moved from room to room, the whispers grew louder. They seemed to be everywhere, surrounding them, mocking them. Sarah felt a sense of dread creeping up on her.
Look at this.
The attic stairs creaked in protest as they climbed. Cobwebs brushed their faces. The air was thick with dust and the smell of mildew. A single window cast a pale light on the clutter.
Look at this.
Mark's voice was hushed. He held up a leather-bound diary. Its pages were filled with spidery handwriting. The words spoke of a family torn apart, of betrayal, and of a terrible revenge. Next to the diary lay a photograph, a family portrait. Their faces were pale and gaunt, their eyes hollow. But the most unsettling thing was their smiles, twisted, cruel, as if they were enjoying some private joke. Sarah shivered. She felt a cold hand on her shoulder. She turned, her heart pounding, but there was no one there.
We're trapped.
The house seemed to be closing in on them. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. They were trapped. The front door wouldn't budge. It was as if something was holding it shut. Panic welled up inside Sarah.
We're locked in!
She cried, rattling the doorknob. Mark kicked at the door, but it wouldn't budge. He turned, his face grim.
There's another way out. The basement.
The basement stairs were dark and steep. The air grew colder as they descended. The whispers seemed to be coming from everywhere. They reached the bottom of the stairs, and that's when they saw it. A figure, tall and shadowy. It stood at the end of the hallway, its features obscured by darkness. It didn't move. It just watched them. And then, it smiled. A slow, cruel smile that sent chills down their spines. Sarah and Mark exchanged a terrified look. They were trapped in the house with something evil, something that didn't want them to leave, ever.